Hello guys, welcome back. So in the previous tutorial, as you know that we allow user to save pictures from his friends. Here you can see we have this user whose ID is this one, which is Muhammad Ali, and this user saved 3 pictures. Now in this tutorial we are going to retrieve the saved pictures for all the users. I mean there will be, let's say, millions of users, just like you guys see in Instagram. Okay, so we have to, when a user come to the profile page, I mean when the user run application on his phone and he click on the save picture, then we will display the saved pictures here, just like we display the uploaded pictures. And as you know that if you come to the profile fragment.xml file, there is our recycler view for the displaying the uploaded pictures, and this another one is for displaying the saved pictures. We will use this now. Okay, so just come here to the profile fragment.cat file, and we will just, now before, let me tell you, we will we will do the same thing just we did for the uploaded pictures. Okay, so instead of writing the code, that is why the reason sometimes I copy paste the code and do little bit changes in that. Okay, so just write a comment here, recycle view for uploaded image, and then down below, just to differentiate between this. So this is our for displaying the saved images. So I mean, instead of writing this code again, okay, I will just copy paste this here, and we will do changes according to our saved images. So anyways, let's just copy it. We can just paste that here. Now first of all, make sure to replace this upload with saved. Okay, because this is our recycler view for saved images. So copy paste this with, I mean replace it with this first of all. Okay, also here just do exactly as I am doing here. Okay, now the next thing is, this is our linear layout manager, so we can give it linear layout manager 2. Okay, make sure to do the changes here, and is context 3 linear layout manager. Make sure to change this also here. Then we need to create an array and also an instance of our images adapter class. So just come here to the top, and let's create a new instance of our this my images adapter. So this is my images adapter for the saved images. So we just give this name to it, and we will need a list. So this will be post list for displaying, I mean to use save inside this list overall. I mean when we retrieve the saved images, we will save it in it, and we will need a list, another one. Let's give it name as my saved images, my saved img list string. Make sure that the type of this one will be string. Now let me tell you a little bit before we proceed. In this list we are going to save the keys, okay, of the post. As you know that this user has 3 posts. Okay, let's say there are I mean 100 more further users. Okay, so for each user there will be different keys which belongs to different posts. Okay, if I show you this one, which is lz1r, which is this post lz1r. Okay, so this post id is this one. Okay, so now in the list, which the name which is this one, okay, my saved images, and the type of this is string. So we are going to retrieve these keys for each individual, and we have to save these keys in this list, which is my saved image. And then on the basis of that keys, we are going to retrieve the post data. Okay, so let's just do that quickly. But before we proceed, I mean we have to do these changes according, I mean for our saved images. Just come down here. I mean we have to set our recycler view here, and also to define our list. So we can say post list and change this to our new instance, which is my images adapter saved img. So my images adapter, and we have to pass 2 parameters. The first one is the context, and the second one is our list, which is by the name post list saved. So yeah, that's it. Now let's just create a function in which we will retrieve our keys, and I mean the saved images. So let's just call that function here. we will create this now by the name my saves. Okay, so just copy it and come to the bottom, and here we can say private fun my saves my saved image, which is our array list. So you can say array list. Now we need to create a reference to our this node, which is saves. Okay, so we can say, well, save reference equals to Firebase database get instance dot reference dot child saves. Let's break this in so that we can see it easily. I mean, let's move to the next line. So we can create a reference to our, let's just pass the online user ID to it, which we can get by just typing Firebase user dot UI. And then on the basis of that, as you know that, let me tell you one thing. Saves, and then inside that save node for each person, I mean, we are specifically, let's say I'm an online user, my ID is this one. Okay, if there are other user, let's say John. Okay, so John will have their own unique ID, and under that ID we have the post keys. So we are basically now retrieving these keys, and that's why we say firebase user.uid. So let's say I'm Muhammad Ali, I'm in online, so it will get my ID and it will go under the save node, and under my ID there will be post keys which we have to retrieve and save it in our list. So we can say save reference dot add value event listener object colon value event listener curly braces. Then in here, as you know that we have two built-in functions, which is on data change remove the comment. The second one is our on cancel remove the comment, and inside our on data change, let's give it name as data snapshot. Okay, so we can say if data snapshot dot exist, which means if the user ID exists, if the user has saved any picture, then by using for each, so you can say snapshot in data snapshot dot children my saved image as array list string, put this here, and then we dot add snapshot dot key. So it will get one by one each key, and it will store it inside our this my saved ing array list, the type of which is string, and it must not be null, so you can add this non-executed call here. And now the next thing is, once we have, I mean, it will get, as you know that it will get one by one each key. Now once we have all these keys, we have to create another function, and by using these keys which is stored inside this my saved image array list, we have to retrieve the data for that specific post. Okay, that is, let's say for this one lz1r, we have the data here inside the post node, which I show you, that is the description, the post ID, post image, and publisher. The same for the second ID, post key, which is LZ1S, and then the third key, which is LZ21. Okay, these are the post ID. So we have to now get that post data according to these keys. So let's create another function by the name read saved images data. Now we have to create this function, so which is read saved images data. Click here and we'll create function inside our profile fragment, and this is the function. So here, as you know that, I mean, just as I told you that we have to create a reference now to our post node, and on the basis of that keys we have to retrieve the post information. To create a reference, let's just copy this post reference from here, since you know that we have already written it. So let's just save the time. So post reference to the post node, and then we can say post reference dot add value event listener checked value event listener on data change, and the second one is on cancelled. Now in here our own data change, let's change name for it to data snapshot. If data snapshot dot exist, if that post key exists in the post node, then first of all we have to make sure, to clear our list if there is anything already saved in it. So we can say that is post list saved as array list post dot clear for snapshot in data snapshot dot children snapshot dot get value post model class dot java for id in. Now this id is, the key that we are getting. Okay, so we can say inside our list, which is by the name post list our list which is by the name my saved saves ing. So the keys which we store in this, the keys are we are storing in this list. Okay, here you can see it. So we have to get each key from our this list by using this id. You can give any name to it, that is the key, let's say. So for key in this one, okay, and this is our list, okay, in which we store the keys in our first function. So now is the time to get each key from it one by one, and by using that key we have to retrieve the information for each key. So we can say, and make sure to add here the non-other call, and then here we can say that if post dot get post id becomes equals to this key, then we have to say that post list saved as array list dot add post, and then after this you can say my image is adapter saved image dot notify dataset change. Add here the non-exec call, also add that here and here. Now we have to set a event, a click listener on our saved button, or you can say that icon. So for that, this one. If a user click on this button, then we will display our saved recycler view, in which we will display saved images. And if a user click on this uploaded icon, uploaded button, then we will display the user uploaded pictures here. So for that, what we're gonna do is, all we're gonna need is click here on this one. This is our image button, okay, and the id is this one. Let's go to the profile fragment and come here to the on create view. So let's just initialize our button here after this. So we can say uploaded images btn, and the type of this is image button. Okay, here you can see it, image button, and then we have to provide the id to it. So we can say uploaded images equals to view dot find view by id, or dot id dot my, or what is the id for this button, which is my grid view button, images grid view button. Pass that here. Then we can say uploaded images button dot set on click listener. So if a user click on it, we have to invisible our recycler view saved images recycler view. So we can say the dot visibility, and the visibility will be view dot gone for it. And our other one, which is our, we have to make sure that the visibility for our upload images is set to visible. and then we have our we have to access our other button. Just copy this as that here, and this is for displaying the saved images button, image button, and make sure to do the changes here first. Okay, and remove the ID for it. Let's give it its own ID, which is images save btn. So images save btn, visibility for the save will be visible, and we have to make the visibility for the uploaded images to gone. And by default, I mean, just copy this and inside come here. Okay, first of all, let me check one thing above this one. I mean, we have to make sure that by default, if a user come here to the profile page, then we must display the uploaded pictures by default. And then if the user click on the saved button, then it will display the saved images. And then again, if the user click uploaded button, then it will display the uploaded images of a user. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Now we have to test the application. So let's just do that. So the app is running now successfully. Now let's just go to the profile page, and here you can see by default it display the uploaded pictures of a user. Okay, now if we click on the save button, then it must display the saved images, but anyways it is not displaying. We have to check our code, and the reason for this is one thing. I mean, we just forgot to change the ID for our this recycler view, which is for the saved images. Here you can see it is the previous one, which is for the uploaded pictures. Okay, if you come here to the profile, then make sure to copy the ID for this recycler view, which is recycler view saved pics. I mean saved pic. Okay, so copy this ID and make sure to replace it with this one for the displaying the saved images. So remove it and paste that here. And the second change is basically this one. Okay, here you can see we have passed the adapter which belongs to for displaying our, I mean, we are using this instance for displaying our uploaded images. Okay, this is the instance which belongs to this recycler view. I mean, so we have to change here. By mistake we forgot to change this to our my images adapter for the saved img, I mean this one. So once you do these changes, let's just run the application again, and this time it will work 100%, inshallah. So the app is running now once again, and now if we go to the profile, then by default it displayed the uploaded pictures. Let's just click on this, and here we go. Yeah, this is exactly what we want. So now, I mean, we have these three pictures. If I show you database, then here you can see saved, and we I mean, Muhammad Ali is the online user, which is me, and I have saved these three pictures. Here you can see it. Now if you go to the home page, let's just remove this picture. Okay, and then let's go back, go again to the saved. Here you can see the image is gone. Let's just save one more picture from some other user. Let's say Parker, this one. If I save it, go to the profile and then save pictures. Here you can see it, the new pictures appear here. I mean at the start it is in descending order, which means the new picture appear first. So here you can see it. I mean, that is incredible, that is really nice, that is so cool. So yeah, that's it for this video, and now in the next video tutorial what we will be doing is that we will start work on the stories. So that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.